Dear students, today we will discuss in this lecture about the lock ahead carry adder. Before these lectures, we have already seen the half adder concept for the addition, half subtractor for the subtraction of one bit, then full adder and full subtractor. Then the next phase we have seen the parallel adder, parallel subtractor and the parallel adder cum subtractor by the two's complement addition and subtraction circuit. Now in this all the type of adders, what happen whenever we are adding the digits and the bits of our binary numbers, there will be a delay. So I can say that in n bit parallel adder there will be a delay because the cascaded operation of n number of full adders. So each next stage, I can say each next stage or the next full adder is waiting for carry coming from previous one full adder. Okay. So up to the end of the operation of the previous full adder and the carry will not generated, the next full adder will not done its operation properly. So because of that the delay will be there. So overcome this delay problem, we are here for this next method, that is look ahead carry adder. In some of the reference book it is write it down as a carry look ahead adder. So it is nothing but it is an adder with the concept of carry look ahead. So it is generally known as a CLA. So carry from each full adder generate at a simultaneously. So the carry for each full adder generate at a simultaneously. So there is no waiting for the previous stage of full adder about carry out. Okay, let we see about the sum. So sum, it is not but the XOR operation of your both the inputs with the carry in. And about the carry as the output part of your full adder, that is carry out, that is the carry out for the next stage. So the next stage it means I plus 1. So in that case that is XOR operation of your both the inputs multiply with Cin plus dot product of your both the inputs, that is our C carry. This is the concept of our full adder, nothing else. We can use for this carry out in this manner also, the dot product of all the three inputs and their summation, it gives you the full adder carry out. Okay, let we check, let we put in this particular equation, this AI plus BI as a propagation integer Pi, and this AI dot Bi or AI into Bi as a GI. So the generated part portion of your carry. Okay, so this is the propagation portion and this is the generation portion. So now your equation will be replaced with this scheme Ci plus 1, that is your Pi into Ci plus Gi. Okay, so we are putting here in this particular case, suppose my C2, so the carry for the second full adder, that is nothing but the P1 into C1 plus G1 as per the equation. So but nature, that is A1 XOR of Bi with the multiplication of with C1 plus A1 into B1. And if we find out the carry for the next stage, so that is C3. So C3, it is nothing but the P2 into C2 plus G2. Let me simplify it by the equation. So here I am putting the value of my P2. So A2 XOR of B2 multiplication with C2 and E2 B2. Further simplify this C2 because we have already available the value of C2 from the above equation. So in that case, that is P1 into C1 plus G1 plus A2 plus B2. So here this A2 plus B2 into P1 C1 plus G1 plus A2 B2. So this is all about this is your P2, this is your P2. So P2 into P1 into C1, this is one of the part. Second part is G1 into P2 and third part is G2. Check the pattern. This is one of the pattern. So these are the generated G2 G1. Then here there is a P1 P2 both with C1, and here only P2. So this is one of the pattern. Mind, please keep it in your mind, so you can understand the next stage also. So if we find out the carry for the C4, so in that case I am putting here directly in the simplified manner. So that is P3 into C2 plus G3. So P3 into C3, so P3 into C3, so C3, that is itself P2 C2 plus G2 plus G3. So again, if we finally simplify it, so put it in your mind. See the generated G3 G2 G1 in from right to left side, while your P1 P2 P3 means here there is a fourth block of full adder. So your all the previous propagations are in picture, P3 P1 P2 with the carry 1, then P2 P3 with the G1 and only P3 with G2. So this all the propagations of all the each of the system is here with the generated carry is also. But see, in all the equations you have required only first carry C1. So in all the equations you have required only carry C1, not the carry C2, not the carry C3, that is not required. Okay, so let me check by the logic circuitry of each carry. So for your carry 2, see, this is the figure. So in this particular case, carry 2 as per the equation, that is P1 C1 plus G1, P1 C1 plus G1. So P1 and C1, these are the end product. So you have required one end operation, then it is sum with G1. So your input is P1 C1 G1, and this is your carry 2 generation. So for the carry 3, we know that for the carry 3 you have required G2 plus G1 plus C1, and we know that here the multiplication are P2 P1 and here only P2. So this is your carry bit for the third full adder. So at this moment also, this is the end product of P1, P2, C1. Again the second end product, there is G1 and P2, and this both the end product are added by the OR gate with the G2. So it gives you the C3. So my point is that if we find the C2, if we find the C3, we have required only one carry bit, that is C1 only. First point. Second point, here there is two state operation. The first operation, here there is two state operation. So the first operation, that is AND gate operation, that is AND gate operation, and the second operation, that is OR gate operation, that is OR gate operation. So each first state take the same time, and the second state also take the same time. So at this simultaneously C2 can work its we can find the C2, at the simultaneously we can find the C3, at the same time we can find out the C4, whatever, because the AND operation of each and every carry, the AND operation of each and every carry done at a time, and the OR operation that will also done at a time. So we are not waiting for the previous carry finding and then the next carry finding. So total timing will be reduced, and this is the good thing of the carry lock ahead adder. So carry lock ahead adder, this is the adder which is working on this particular principle. And in all two state logic diagram, AND and OR operation only, this is the one point. Each first state take the same time, each the second state take the same time, because each time AND operation and then OR operation is common in any carry bit. So let me check this concept with one of the example, and before that we will see here the carry lock ahead adder circuit. So this is for the 4-bit operation. So 4 full adder are required in this particular case. Now your first full adder has the A1 and B1, two inputs, A1 and B1. In the second full adder, your inputs are A2, B2. Third full adder, the inputs are A3, B3, and for the fourth it is A4, B4. Okay. Now about the carry input. So for the first full adder, your carry is 0, because this is generally working as an half adder, and your output that is your sum 1 and the carry 1, the normal principle of any full adder circuitry, and this carry 1 is here. Now we are finding the carry for each and every full adder by its own individual combinational circuit with the aiding of A1, B1, C1. So for the second bit, for the operation of this second bit, or for finding the second bit of your sum, you have required all the previous inputs. So in our case, all the previous inputs means A1, B1 and C1, but nature C1 is only required. So we are waiting this circuitry, this parallel, this PLA, this CLA is waiting for only operation of this first stage. Then after, there is no requirement of waiting, all the work will be done simultaneously. So for the third digit or the third bit, this combinational circuit is required. All the inputs means A1, A2, B1, B2 and carry 1 only. and for the last bit a1 a2 a3, a1 a2 a3, b3 b2 b1, and the carry 1 only, and it combinedly produce your carry c4, this produce carry c3, and this produce carry c2 at the same time for each and every full adder operation, and every full adder operation gives you simultaneously the output s4 s3 s2 s1. So it reducing the timing of your addition as well as subtraction work. Okay, let me check its steps. So keep in your mind this thing, your ci plus 1, it is nothing but the pi ci plus gi. Second point, your pi, what is pi? So your pi, that is the XOR operation of your aibi, and the gi, it is the AND operation of your aibi. Okay, so let me check the all the steps of this look ahead carry adder. So here your first step, so in a first step we are doing the summation and we are generating the carry. This is the first step. So let me check the example. We are doing the example of 13 plus 11, and the sum is 24, that we know. So in this particular case your a is 1101 and b is 1011. Okay, so how it will work, so that we will see. Here your a is 1, here your a is 1 and b is 1 as an LSB. So we will start, our a is 1, here we will check your a is 1, your b1 is 1. So but nature, in this case both are 1 1, so we know that our sum, that is 0, and our carry, that is 1. So your c1 is generated at the end of the operation of this first full adder. Now this 1 is operated in all the 3 remaining bits. So in your step 2, so for the finding carry 2, so for the carry 2, the equation is p1 into c1 plus g1, and your p1, that is a1 XOR of b1 into c1 plus a1 b1. So in this particular case your a1 XOR b1, that operation that we have seen, that is 0, that is 0, and your carry 1, that is 1. So this XOR operation, that is 0, your carry is 1, so 0 dot 1, that is 0, plus a1 b1. So a1 into b1, that is your but nature the carry as an AND gate. So generated carry, so this generated carry, that is 1, that is 1. So your c2 is 1, your c2 is 1. While your c2 is 1, see, while your c2 is 1 in this case, so 0 plus 1 plus 1, so your s2, see, your s2, that is 0, your s2 is 0. Okay, you have find out your required c2 by using this c1, and you have find your s2. So this operation for the second bit is completed. So simultaneously the operation of c3 will be also operated in the third, for this c3 for finding. So we are finding this c3, so as we find the c3, the s3 will be available. So this C3 means P2 C2 plus G2. We have already understand that equation formation, that is G2 G1 C1 P1 P2 P2 only, and like this. So here this P1 P2 C1. So whatever the available part of your P1 P2 C1, if you put it in this multiplication, if one of them is 0, it is already 0. So see here, your P1 is already 0 as per our previous case, so this is 0. Now about your P2, so your P2 is 1. In this particular case, your P2, that is 1, because P2 is nothing but A2B2, that is your P2. So A2 XOR B2, that is 0 into 1, so it is 1. And your G1, so G1 is A1 into B1, so your carry 1 we can say, so that is also 1. And your G2, so your G2 is A2 dot B2, that is 0. So but nature, your carry 3, that is 1. So as you put your carry 3 1, obviously at the same time you have a 1 plus 0 plus 1. So your sum portion in this, your sum 3 S3, that is 0, because 1 plus 0 plus 1, so it is an even number of 1, so your sum is 0. The operation of this full adder is finished. No required to flow this carry of this third bit for the fourth one, there is no requirement. So now check the last operation of C4. So for the C4, A1 A2 A3 B1 B2 B3 and C1, these all the things are required for the combinational circuitry for finding the C4. So in this C4, as per our available equation or our finalized equation, G3 G2 G1 C1, put all the P, so P1 P2 P3 P3 P2 and P3 only. Now in this case also, once again we know that our P1 is 0, so this first phase is 0. Now was this P3 P2, so your P3 and P2, so your P3, that is XOR operation of third and XOR operation of second. So your XOR operation of second is 0 1 1 and third is 1 0, that is also 1. So here both are 1. And our G1, so G1 is nothing but A1 B1, so my A1 B1, that is my carry, that is 1. So this one of the term, it is already 1. So as one of the term is 1, your carry, that is 1. So my C4 is 1 here. So coming back here, this is my 1. So once again, this is 1, this is 1, this is 1. So 3 times 1, so your sum is 1. And your, in this case, your carry will be generated. So in this case, your sum is 1 and your carry out, that is also 1, because this is your last bit or last full adder operation. Okay, so ultimately what is our sum? So our sum value, that is our sum value, that is here in this block, this is 1 0 1 0. So but nature, it is like this. 1000. It's my mistake. It is 1000. So, and with the carry out, that is 1. So I am putting here all the sum bits. So sum 1, sum 2, sum 3, sum 4, and the carry out at here. So this one, that is 16, this one, that is 8, so obviously it is 24. So the point is that if we are using this carry, this method of carry look ahead adder, so we are reducing the time for the operation, and we are not depending on the carry generated by the previous full adder operation, and every time we can find out our carry individually and simultaneously. So the second full adder find the carry C2 at the same time. The third full adder will find the carry C3, and the fourth full adder will find the carry C4. And as it find the carry C1, C2, C3, C4 with the operation of parallelly about the AND gate operation and then the OR gate operation. So every time it take a same time and very less of the time, and suddenly we can find the S4, S3, S2 at a time after the end of the finding the carry 1 by the first full adder circuit. Thank you very much.